Hello, in this video we look at Ratana Sutta, verse 3. As usual, I'll read it first without and then with the text on screen. Yang kinchivittam idhava huram va sagge suva yang ratanam panitam nanu samam atti tathagatena idampi buddhe ratanam panitam. Now with the text. Yang kinchivittam idhava huram va sagge suva yang ratanam panitam nanu samam atti tathagatena idampi buddhe ratanam panitam. So yang kinchi vittam, whatever treasure. I've done a note on vittam in the explanatory glossary, which I invite you to refer to. It's from the root vid, meaning to find. In fact, you'll see I've done an explanation in the glossary that there was an old Proto-Indo-European root ved, meaning to know and to see and also to find. And it was originally all one root and one concept, but then it became differentiated in Sanskrit into two separate roots, and indeed separate in the present tense. So vet from vid, meaning to know, veti, he she it knows, and vindati, he she it finds. But do bear in mind that they're originally all one root. By originally, I mean in pre-Vedic times, Proto-Indo-European. And the vindati is cognate with our English word find, and veti, the other meaning of the root vid, is cognate with our English word wit. So you see this differentiation, find and wit, finding and knowing where something is. You can see the semantic overlap a bit between them. So that differentiation exists in modern English. So young kinshivit, now vittam, originally, but I've explained this in my explanatory glossary. I'll just call it up here for a moment. Passport in Vedic had the meaning of one who has found or recognized, and by extension, acquired possessions, that which is found, which you've got, which you've accumulated, and then by extension, a treasure. So it's used here as a neuter noun, vittam. So young kinchi, vittam, this well-known young kinchi, whatever. For example, in the nominative plural, masculine nominative plural, ye kechi, whoever, I mean all of those who, in the plural. And yokochi, meaning whoever, that is the relative pronoun yo, with the interrogative pronoun ko followed by chi. Put those three together. Chi is chit in Sanskrit. Put those three together, and it makes the indefinite, meaning whoever, whatever. So yang kinchivittam, whatever treasure. Idhava huramva. Idha has the meaning of here. In fact, that's its regular normal meaning, idha. But in this particular sense, here meaning in this world, and huram has the meaning of hereafter. And it's a regular, you might say, fixed expression, idam va, huram va, meaning in this world or the next, now or in the hereafter. So idha and huram. So yankinchi vitam idhava huram va, whatever treasure, either here or hereafter. Sagge suva yang ratanam panitam. Sagga is translated as heaven. I've done a note I'll call up the explanatory glossary. Um, so it was from a root swar, Vedic swar or suvar, meaning brightness. And it's the same root swar from which we get Surya, the sun. In fact, our English word sun was a mutation from r to n, the su sound, not English sa, of course, sun remaining. And it's the swarga. It's going to or leading to brightness, the ga, meaning going. The brightness going, that which goes to brightness, and then by extension, the place of brightness to which one can go, and sometimes translated as heaven. So swarga, and by regular phonetic mutation, that becomes sagga in Pali. And back the text. So sagesu, that's the locative plural, in the heavens. Yang ratanam panitam, what most excellent jewel, sagesuva. So this means yang kinchivitam, whatever treasure, itamva huramba, in here or in the hereafter. Yang sagesuva, yang ratanam panitam, or yam has the same meaning of yang kinchi, or whatever ratanam panitam, excellent jewel, sagesu in the heavens, there exists in the heavens, nano samamati. Sama is actually cognate with our English word same, and these are words that have remained remarkably similar from Sanskrit and Pali through to English. So sama, English same. So nano samam atti. No is an abbreviated form of amhakam, meaning to us or for us. Nano samam atti. It is not the same for us. In fact, this no here is cognate with the Latin nos, N-O-S, us, we or us, and also with the French nous, N-O-U-S. In Italian noi, and of course longer in Spanish nosotros, but in older Spanish nos. Nano samamati is not for us the same tathagatena as the Tathagata. Notice that in Pali, where you say it is not the same for us, it is not equal, for us it is not the equal of or equal to, you'd use the instrumental. So it is not for us equal to the Tathagata. So namo samamati tathagatena. Idampi, this indeed, buddhe ratanam panitam. This indeed is the most excellent jewel in the Buddha. And this is translated by Bhikkhu Bodhi. I'm looking at page 193 of his Pali Text Society translation of the Sutta Nipata. It says, "This too is the sublime gem in the Buddha." So Buddhe, locative, idampi, this also. Buddhe in the Buddha is the Ratanam Panitam, is the most excellent gem. This word panita, which I have glossed in the explanatory glossary, let me just turn that up now. Find the panita. Here we are. So it's from the root ni. We often see this word panita in the Buddhist scriptures, and it has the meaning of the best of something, the most excellent. It's from the root ni, meaning to lead, and prani, in Sanskrit, pranayati, Pali praneti, past participle Sanskrit pranita, Pali pranita, means that something that has been led forth, brought out, and it has the meaning of the best of something. And it seems to arise from the analogy of the good host with the respected guest, bringing out the very best for the guest. It's the best that you can bring out, the best that there is. As I say, sometimes translated as the sublime, meaning above all else in value. So, yang kinchi vittam, whatever treasure, ittava huramba, here meaning in this life, huramba, or in the hereafter, whatever most excellent jewel then supply there is, or there may be, sagesuva in the heavens. This va means whether one or the other, or the other. Sagesuva, or in the heavens, whatever ratanam panitam, whatever sublime jewel there may be. Nanu samamati, not for us equal is, in other words, that does not for us equal tathagatena, the tathagata. Idampi, this too, buddhe, this too is the ratanam panitam, the most excellent jewel, buddhe, in the Buddha. In other words, all of these other treasures within the Buddha, we find this most excellent jewel, and all of the other things cannot be the same as that for us. So I'll read it through once more. Yang kinchi vittam idhava huram va sagge suva ratanam panitam nano samamatti tathagatena idampi buddhe ratanam panitam. And once more. Nano samang, sorry, yang kinchi vittam idhava huram va sagge suva yang ratanang panitam nano samang atti tathagatena idampi buddhe ratanam panitam. Before concluding this video, I'll just point out two things. You'll see here, we have the anuswara, anuswara subdotted M, where I'm highlighting before a vowel, and equally in the line below, subdotted M before a vowel. Bear in mind that would not happen in prose. In prose, anuswara, followed by a vowel, would just be an ordinary M, so you'd expect to see you'd normally say in prose, yang kinchi vittamidha, and in the second line, nano samamatti. With the visarga, it means you pronounce it extended. It's a device used in poetry, visarga before a vowel, where you want to lengthen the vowel. It would not be permitted in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, if you have a word ending in a final M followed by a consonant, it becomes visarga. Sorry, was I saying visarga? I meant to say anuswara. Sorry, anuswara. So the anuswara in Sanskrit you'd find before a following consonant only. You could never find anuswara before a following vowel. And in Pali, you do it. It has the effect of making the syllable a heavy one. So nano in prose, this would be namo samamati, samamati, samamati. But with this visarga, sorry, doing it again. With this anuswara, nano samamati, you hold the M, or the Thais would say samangati, and consequently you make that consonant long. Sorry, I'm getting you hold the consonant and you make the syllable a heavy one rather than the light one. Samamati, samamati. Finally, etena satchena suvatti hotu. Suvatti, do we have this in the previous one? can't remember now. No, we didn't. This now repeats throughout the rest of the sutta. Etena sacchena, by this truth, may there be hutu suvati. That's swasti in Sanskrit, suvati. Alternatively, sutti, but the words have the same meaning. They're effectively the same word. The original Sanskrit is swasti, well-being, suasti. By this truth may there be safety slash well-being. Good, and that's it on this video.